Okay, so day 45, we did a little larger day today. We did 21.8 to be exact, from Dove Springs Road to McClaver's cabin, total of 4,500 feet up. So we hiked up out of the desert again, and we did 3,000 feet descent through, over the course of the 22 miles, almost 22. And in the beginning, we started hiking for like 15 minutes and like through the desert. And then we came around this corner and we found this like old school bus, not school bus. It was like this old bus, like super rusted out, and this old truck a little bit farther down the hill. And then we saw this like and some like mining equipment. So we dropped our packs and grabbed the flashlight and ran down there. And then we looked and like this like looked in the bus, and then there's these two pits that went super deep down, like 45 feet down at least. And one was filled with wood and stuff, and the other one wasn't, a little fenced off. But we got through the fence, and I'm not gonna tell you the rest because Mom's gonna kick my butt and never let me go out again. But you can imagine what we did. Obviously, we made it out safe, and so then we kept going, and then just like another mile or two after that, there was it looked like old like mine, that top mine, and it looked like a big sluice where you like put the gravel and all the ore in the top and it goes down and the gold collects, and but I'm not quite sure if it was that. And then yeah, and then whatever, that was super sweet. And then we kind of hiked up out into the like up high again and into the kind of little foresty. Remind me a lot of Julian, like scrubby, like in the Cuyamacas and like the pine trees and stuff. And we saw fresh bear prints in the on the trail, and like deer tracks. And did we see any snakes? No,
No.
no
Oh
snakes.
no, we did. We caught a garter snake
That was that day.
on the downhill. Oh yeah, on the back side of that huge.
Yeah, and we
Fine.
caught a super nice garter snake, and like we caught him, and he was like crawling up in our arms and like just like slithering around. He was super chill, really nice. He was only like 2 feet big, and then we climbed up, and as we came up high onto, it was almost like we came up and it was like flat on the top, almost with the shrubbies and like a few trees, and we were hiking along this like dirt biking road, kind of off-road thing for 2.5 miles. And then these clouds started coming, and just like we heard thunder and we saw lightning, and just like on our left was rain, and in front of us was rain, on our right off in the desert was rain. Just like this thunder just like like it would like over the desert on the right, it was like boom, you would hear it. It was like shake the ground, like oh shoot. And we like it was we did these last 2 miles the fastest. It was like we booked it a cabin. We wanted to set up before this thunderstorm hit us, get the tent going and everything. It was like like we had done 20 miles, and then the last 2 miles that day, to mile 22, like we booked it on this road, and we set up tent, and it was starting to drizzle, and never really hammered down rain on us. It like drizzled for half an hour with like thunder and lightning, and it was like super rad. And we cooked dinner. We had tea twice, tea before dinner and tea after dinner, and we had Tristan's raw chocolate ginger covered something for tea time. It was really good. And we used the rest of our dehydrated veggies that we had done, so like the onions and the paprikas and the dehydrated mushrooms. We put that in with 2 organic ramen packets, and then we put the mushroom savory grain from Patagonia in there, and just made this big soup. It was like almost 2 liters of like this like nice hot soup with like a whole bunch of veggies in it, and then we just like chowed on that. It was so
We
good.
put Patagonia salmon in there
And
too.
Patagonia salmon. Oh, and that was so good. We chowed it. It's like this hot soup. It was like the whole day was pretty chilly. Like the wind was whipping, and like the clouds were going all day. It was really nice for the desert section, but when we got up, it, like I said, like in the evening, it was chilly. It was really nice, and supposedly the cabin was trash. It was like a whole bunch of beer bottles and trash in there. Supposedly, people saw bears. Like the day before us, someone saw a bear, and then next morning when we hiked out, into town, the 9 miles. I'll do this one too, just right on top. Day 46, we got up really early, hiked out 9 miles into town, and yeah, and we got to like the road about like 10:30 in the morning, but we saw like fresh bear tracks and like fresh deer tracks right on the trail that morning. So he was around, he was there. We just didn't see him. We saw his tracks though, and like, and I like ran across, and when we got down there, we got.
Wait, up top it was like we were in the clouds and the wind was
we were
really
in the
strong.
clouds and the wind was whipping. We had our rain pants on. It was like freezing, and like we're in the clouds and we couldn't see anything. And then we started to drop down to get to the highway, and then the clouds like blew away and we could see everything. And we climbed down. Boom, 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 boom. We got to the road, and Dennis was gonna go check this water cache, and sometimes they stash food there too, next to the highway. I think it was a highway. Walker Pass. And then I was like ran across the road to like hitchhike, and I threw out my thumb, and the truck skids to a stop, and Dennis runs across the street. We jump in. He drives us over 30 miles to Kernville, whitewater rafting town. Super sweet spot. It's supposedly it's like all 5 bioregions meet in Kernville, and it's super beautiful. Lots of people fishing. No one was wearing masks, and it was like it felt normal again, which was really nice. We went and had coffee, and for breakfast we had this like croissant, like sandwich, and then we went and did laundry, and we did our grocery shopping.
In our swim trunks.
And that was it. And then this one guy was like, hey, you PCT hikers? Like, yeah. And he's like, yo, yeah, we're at a campground up at River Nook. We have a little place on this big oak tree for the PCT hikers. It's like right on the water, and it's for free. You get showers for free. And I own this restaurant here. Come in. You can come in and like he's telling us like, oh yeah, and go to laundry here and go grocery shopping there. And he's like, yeah. And they're like, what do we wear if we're gonna do our laundry? He's like, oh, it doesn't matter. Just like you don't have to wear like we can put our trunks on. He's like, that's good enough. You don't need a shirt or anything. It's a rafting town. So we went shopping in our trunks. It's like being in San Diego again. It was really rad. And then we went and got burgers. And the 2 days beforehand, we were talking about the burgers in Prescott that have an egg on it. And we're like, oh, that would be so good. A burger with egg. It's like so bomb. We get into the restaurant. They have a burger with the egg. The Eddie Out restaurant there in Kernville. Really good. And we had like called all these like the lodge, and we called like there's many campgrounds there. There's like 4 or 5 campgrounds. We called several of the campgrounds. Some of them didn't pick up, and the rest everyone was like, yeah, we're jam packed full. It was like full the weekend, you know. And he told us like, hey, yeah, we have a spot, and there's other PCT hikers, and there's a whole group of people that we had met back in Big Bear, and it was like AJ and Money and Tank and Yard Sale and Jelly Bean and Pitts and like whole group of people, and then it was really rad. We had couscous, and oh, it was amazing to see them all again. And we took a shower there, hung out on the river. We drove to like where the river meets the lake, Isabella. We did some fishing there. We caught 1 trout. Dennis caught the trout. Really amazing day. And then we met someone in town as well. And like, oh yeah, you PCT hikers, we love them, and blah blah blah. And we're so and we were talking about. We asked them like, do you know if the bus runs tomorrow out to Walker Pass? And they're like, well, I don't know, but we can. Oh, if you want, we can give you a ride. 2 ladies. And like, oh, that'd be sweet. They're like, yeah, we'll just come to the front of the campground. Like, when do you want to get picked up? Sunday morning. We're like, they're like, do you want to get picked up 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning? Like, 8 o'clock in the morning. Be awesome. Like, and they showed up, picked us up, and boom, drove us out to trailhead. Took a 45-minute drive out there. And it was like this place was amazing. It was like one of the nicest places we've been to. It's like the nicest people, the nicest locals, and just like the whole like river scene. Like, oh, it was amazing. Super fun day.